All right, I've got a Tesla Model X 2017. I have some damage, as you can see. Someone did a hit and run on me, and this mirror is flopping. So I have to get this door panel off so that I can not have to clip this electrical thing here and possibly short circuit stuff. I want to disconnect it from the inside. So in order to do that, I have to take the panel off. First thing you want to do is pull this pad up. You need a little tool to dig into it, and it uncovers a 10mm bolt in there. So you got to get, that's holding the panel on, and then this trim, which I just did with a screwdriver, pulled it out a little bit. Just be very careful. You should have a pry tool, but I have a screwdriver. It does the same thing if you're very careful and kind of finesse it without breaking this. You know, you got to work it. I'm gonna put the camera down so that I can get this done properly, but basically this has to come off because underneath here are more 10mm bolts, and that's all that holds the door panel on. Then you pull it off from there with the clips. It's just held on by clips from there. So to give you more detail, about a third of the way in, see there's this rigid push clip. You have to push down on that silver right there, and then it releases apparently. Haven't done this before, but this is one of the tricks. You see down, there, and it pops out. Oh, there you go. So you got to know that, otherwise something might break, and then it comes out the rest of the way. You see like this? And then it's going to uncover the 10mm bolts that we have to undo. There's a couple of them in there, you can see. So let's get to taking those off. So there you go, 10mm right in there. There's one right there. Almost at the end here. Don't drop them in there, you gotta be real careful. Here's what it looks like. It's easy enough to drop it in there, so don't do that. There's one right there, one next to it on the right, and then there's one in there. You got to pull the handle back. It's going to be hard to get to. So it's 3 and then 4 right down in there. See, this one is a pain. You got to hold this handle back while you stick your socket in, and you got to keep your knee on the door because the door wants to go in when you do that. And then just kind of turn it loose by hand once you get it free like I did, and then make sure not to drop the bolt in there and pull it out. So we got that one out, and then the last one is right down in here. All right, so I've got all 3 of these bolts out here, the 4th in there, and basically everything's held on by clips. You have to pry it off of here as a thing, and all the clips will come off, but the first one is the hardest. That's what I'm gonna try to do, and you should start in this corner from what I've seen. All right, so I get this tool, it's angled, so I can pry up, and it needs a lot of force. So I was trying the screwdriver, it wasn't doing it. It's gonna need a lot of force to break these first clips free. Well, I was able to get some off, but I broke one, unfortunately. I can see it right there already. It was this one, see? That one broke. This one came off, the clip came off, you can see there, the way it's supposed to. The rest of it, hopefully it's just more like finessing it to pull the panel out. All right, see, the whole thing eventually comes off like that, and then at the top, okay, there, it drops down. Whoa, that didn't sound good. Whoa, okay, that wasn't me, that was Denise, okay. Now, the mirror though, the assembly, I think is back in here. Gotta figure this out.